This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description.
Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we will be talking about 15 actor costumes that weren't real. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1 on this list is Davy Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean. Davy Jones was a huge accomplishment for Disney Studios and the Pirates of the Caribbean creators. While most of us assumed Bill had to spend hours upon hours in a makeup chair every morning to get his face physically painted for the character of Davy, he spent very little time doing so. Most of us assumed that the only CGI used on Davy Jones was to move the tentacles that sprang from his face, and that the squid face was a real makeup mask that he wore every day. Wrong. It was all computer-generated imagery, and it all came together to produce a scary, slimy, nasty Davy Jones. But wait, before we go to the next actor costumes that weren't real, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell right now, because it's your time to see your favorite actors in their costumes. Number 2. Edward Norton as Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. While the CGI for the Hulk in the earlier standalone films was both fantastic, Edward Norton, and awful Eric Bana, Joss Whedon's Avengers rendition of the Hulk is by far the best of his incarnations. The Hulk, created by the crew of Industrial Light and Magic, is almost identical to a Hulk version of Mark Ruffalo, right down to his fingertips, pores, and teeth. The results are astounding and uncanny, as all of his motions and expressions are based on Ruffalo's. Considering how outraged Marvel fans would be if even a single strand of hair was out of place, the Hulk's popularity proves that he was and continues to be a thing of CG beauty. Number 3. Andy Serkis as Gollum, the Lord of the Rings. Gollum is without a doubt the best computer-generated character ever created. He is the most beloved villain in one of the most popular and lucrative film franchises of all time, The Lord of the Rings. The popularity of Gollum is due to a mix of witty Digital's extremely lifelike CG work and Andy Serkis' incredible portrayal. Serkis' movements and facial expressions were able to be transposed into Gollum via motion capture, resulting in one of the most realistic and terrifying figures ever seen on screen. Number 4. Zoe Saldana as Neytiri, Avatar. Cameron had the concepts for the Avatar film years before it was made, but he had to wait for camera technology to catch up to his head. Cameron created a new sort of motion capture as well as a new stereoscopic 3D camera to realize his vision. Even having an exceedingly dull and well-trodden tale, the movie's spectacular images and sounds made it the biggest gross-in film of all time. At the very least, the off-putting sexual attractiveness of Zoe Saldana's character Neytiri in Avatar has provided plenty of fodder for fan fiction writers. Number 5. Darth Vader in Star Wars. When they eventually unveiled Luke's father, Darth Vader, they still needed the help of CGI. Well, that's indeed the actor David Prowse that we are looking at, but we can't hardly tell due to all the makeup and CGI being used in his face. The makeup gave him an older appearance, while it was the CGI that washed out his face, gave him burn wounds, and permanently removed his eyebrows. Number 6. Ava in Ex Machina. The story of Ex Machina is terrific, but Alicia Vikander, who plays Ava, the sensual and slightly sentient robot, elevates it even more. It's kind of obvious that Alicia is wearing an expensive bodysuit in the film, and there's had to be a wig cap and a lot of makeup on her face, right? Unfortunately, that is wrong. Alicia wore very little during the shoot, and the gray bodysuit material around her face, head, and neck was digitally applied to make this human lady look like robotic. Number 7. Grendel's mother, Beowulf. Many of us are still scratching our heads about the Beowulf film from 2007. Fans watched the trailer and shriveled up at the sight of how they were murdering our favorite book. The production team wanted to have a thick layer of CGI on top of everything at all times, so we were never really looking at the actors themselves, but rather at a CGI representation of them. Angelina Jolie, who played Grendel's mother, was in the same boat. While we saw a lot of Angelina Jolie's attractive form, we weren't really gazing at her, but a digital version of her. Number 8. A first-class beast, X-Men. Many of viewers were ecstatic when X-Men First Class was announced. So they were really looking forward to meeting Dr. Hank McCoy before he turned blue and fuzzy and figuring out how he got there. And then there was the juicy story. Hank was trying to heal his mutation, but accidentally amplified it, resulting in his current look. But when they saw how he appeared, they were quite disappointed. The azure fur was supposed to encircle Nicholas Holt's charming and loving features, leaving a soft but tough face similar to a monkey, but it ended up appearing horrible and plain comical at the worst moments. In subsequent films, CGI designers improved his looks, but the argument remains. Dr. McCoy's face was a CGI disaster that needed a lot more work. Number 9. Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort in Harry Potter. They had to utilize a combination of makeup and prosthetics to turn Ralph Fiennes into Dark Lord Voldemort. It took hours to complete Voldemort's appearance. And, to be honest, he had to repeat this look 120 times throughout the Harry Potter series. Ralph still wanted to act as Voldemort, so the artist covered his brows, reshaped his eyes, and then added the long creepy fingernails and artificial teeth before finishing his look by eliminating his nose with CGI. Number 10. Robert Patrick, T-1000 Terminator 2. T-1000 has been great for almost 25 years, part computer-generated image, CGI liquid metal, half Robert Patrick. T-1000, like practically every other CGI character in Hollywood, was created by Industrial Light and Magic Special Effects team as an upgrade to Arnold Schwarzenegger's T-800. He possessed super sharp knife and hook arms, perfect sprinting posture, and could take a shot to the face better than Dick Cheney's hunting companions. You'll see that even with today's improved technology and a current critical case to this villain still appears flawless. Number 11. Hugh Jackman as Logan in X-Men. Logan was a fantastic addition to the X-Men franchise, which revolved around Wolverine himself. Hugh Jackman portrays Wolverine in the film, however, he appears to be a little worn and weathered from all of his tough work. However, the Logan we are looking at isn't the same one who comes to set every day. Hugh had his makeup done and filmed everything looking fresh and young, but the CGI rendering we all saw in theaters was an old man Logan. We didn't look at Hugh Jackman at all throughout the film. We were staring at his clone, who was computerized, exhausted, and aged. Number 12. Black Panther, Captain America. Black Panther is one of Marvel's strongest assets these days, both in the movies and in the books of which they are based. The Black Panther's costume is totally computer-generated. Chadwick Boseman has been spotted in set images and behind-the-scenes sneak glimpses wearing a genuine outfit that doesn't look half awful. Number 13. Captain America. Chris Evans was transformed into a pre-super soldier Steve Rogers by Marvel Studios via a complex technique. They enlisted the help of Lola visual effects to bring the change to reality. Evans was digitally shortened, Leen Dardini was used as a body double, and Evans' performance was grafted on top of the body double in the shorter version of the production. This required painstakingly recording scenes with slim Steve Rogers in 3 distinct ways. Down to our second to the last, number 14. Cara Delevingne as Enchantress in Suicide Squad. It was revealed in the release video of the behind-the-scene of Suicide Squad that Cara Delevingne was only wearing a nude undergarment and full makeup. The afterlooks in the film was CGI wherein she has an enchanted costume and gorgeous headdress. And lastly, number 15. Young Hank Pym, Ant-Man 2015. De-aging is one of the visual characteristics of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's later films. As shown in the opening sequence of 2015's Ant-Man, they simply used computer technology to age performers. The effect of seeing a young Michael Douglas as scientist Hank Pym in the Fatal Attraction era is very surprising, exactly because of how flawless it is. The fact that a large portion of the audience remembers what a young Michael Douglas looked like is one of the reasons why the CG de-aging is so impressive. And that's it for today's video. Which actors amazed and surprised you with their not-so-real costume? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below.
If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.